Hello, this is Coach Vic. This is Finding Your 40. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I'm really excited. Today we're talking about getting good results from our word pictures. And so I want to make sure that we get it all together. We're going to cover it a little bit. I want to thank you all first for sharing, and subscribing to the videos and continuing to allow the channel to grow and continue to follow along with me as I continue to deliver this content. Continue to send me emails and send your encouraging words. I'm really grateful for each and everything, each and every email, each and every comment, each and every opportunity I get to have one-on-one meetings with you is really a blessing. So thank you guys for continuing to encourage and continue to build the channel. To get good results, we must properly understand our relation to the great impersonal power we are using. It is intelligent, and we are intelligent. The two intelligences must cooperate. We must not fly out in the face of the law, expecting it to do for us what it can only do through us. And we must use our intelligence with the knowledge that it is acting as an instrument of the greater intelligence. And because we have this knowledge, we should cease from all anxiety of the final result. The words we use are instruments, and so we have to really remember that just like when you if you ever go out to a jazz concert or you watch a marching band, each instrument has its own purpose, in making the total harmony of the sound of the band. And so we have to remember that our words are the same thing. Our words have a responsibility to be harmonious with our word picture. All disappointments and failures are the endeavoring of one to think one thing and produce another. And so we have to remember that whatever is the foremost in our mind is what is going to produce. Whether we talk about thoughts not being good or bad, they're neutral. But when you put anxiety and fear, or you put joy and rest and peace, then the environment around that thought becomes good and bad. Its greatest level of function is to be used for that which it is created. Hebrews 10:35 says, "Cast not away your confidence, which has great recompense of reward. For you need of patience, that after you have done the will of God, you might receive the promise." And so this is the thing I want us to understand is that we are always trying to get in contact or continue to live through our inner man. As we're continuing to develop and grow in our work picture, it's created based on it is creative in nature the same way that God was creative as He continued to grow us and to develop us. So you have the word phrases, and these word phrases are in our dialogue every day. You see time, you see top. If you look on the word phrases and see which ones stick out to you the most. I see money, I see customer, I see today. And so as you're going through these word phrases, remember that these phrases are the words that produce your word picture, whether they be good phrases to you or bad phrases. And I see language, and I see risk. The water must take the shape of the pipe for which it flows. To assume that we can be ambivalent in our thought processes and operate under the law of polarity, yet achieve the desired result that would be to expect for water to flow in a straight line through a crooked pipe. The water must take the shape of the pipe in which it flows. It is a direct correlation to our thoughts and our word picture. The word picture will take the form of and manifest in the shape of the thoughts surrounding that word. And so it's really important for us to understand that as we're going through the process, of putting our word picture together and then putting our thought words, to the word picture, that the thought words are what's going to shape and manifest that word picture and allow it to come forth. And so we have to remember how important it is for us to continue to be positive in our speaking, our self-talk with ourselves, but also it's important for us to continue to allow that word picture to incubate in words that are going to support its growth, that's going to support its success, that's going to push it into its greatest possibility of manifestation. This is the law of nature. Therefore, logically, it follows as a man thinks, so is he. Therefore, therefore, this surrounding invisible substance must produce outwardly the shape of the word of the thought word through which it passes. This is the law of nature. Therefore, it logically follows, this is what I was saying, as a man thinks, so is he. Hence, when our thought or word form is in correspondence with the eternal constructive and forward movement of the universal law, then our mind is the mirror in which the infinite word and the intelligence of the universe sees itself reproduced, and our individual life becomes one of harmony. You see, our mind is the mirror in which the infinite power and intelligence of the universe sees itself reproduced. And so when you think about the mirror, when you look in the mirror, you only see a reflection of yourself. And so when you think about us being universal beings and us having a universal mind and having a conscious mind, our universal mind is our subconscious mind, and our conscious mind is the mind which we think and we allow things to be manifested, because all thoughts come through the conscious mind, and then they're embedded into the subconscious or the unconscious mind or the universal mind. And the universal mind does not have the ability to reject. It only has the ability to take on whatever the conscious mind gives it. And therefore, when you look at our situation is a reflection of how we see the universe, and the universe takes on the image of the words we use in order to create our universe. Thought is creative action that always takes a physical form. So we have to remember that everything that we think is going to manifest into a physical form, whether it be a good thought or a bad thought. Therefore, the thoughts we dwell upon become the thing we possess or do not possess. In actual practice, we must first form the ideal conception of our object with the definite intention of impressing it upon the universal or the subconscious mind. It is this thought that takes such thought out of the region of mere casual fancies, and then affirms that our knowledge of the law is sufficient reason for a calm expectation of the corresponding result, and therefore all necessary conditions will come to us in due order. So basically what I'm saying to you is once you understand that you're operating in and you're working out of the law of nature, that everything that we put out must come back to us. Every action must have a reaction. And so when you remember that with everything that we're doing, it comes back to us, is the reverberation or an echo, so to speak, of everything we're doing. And so as we're going through the process, putting our work picture together and putting the thoughtful words to it, everything that we need is going to come back to us in due order. So there's no reason for us to worry about if it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen. And this is where we're to really begin to understand and have patience. There is an order to all things, and all things must stay in order. The importance of today's lesson is that we have the power to create, and every thought will create something. That something will continue to manifest and duplicate over and over and over again. And what I mean by this is that in the beginning of the Bible, it says that God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that it was good. And the next day doesn't start with God saying, "Let there be light," but the light proceeded on the next day, just as our word pictures and thoughts continue to proceed and manifest day after day. And so we have to, so as we're remembering that our work pictures are going to manifest day after day, we have to have constructive tips for everyday planning that's going to allow us to have clear thinking and be concise in our thought processing, so we have an opportunity to be able to have clear objectives every single day, and clear thought processing every single day, so that we're not allowing the clutter of the day to get into our thought processes or our work pictures. And so we're gonna go through a few tips right now. First tip is carry a small notepad for jotting down things to be done. And an inexpensive notepad has contributed a major role in the success of many executives. Tip number 2 is plan your day tightly. Schedule progressive action activities. Schedule your outgoing phone calls, cell phone calls, so that they may be taken care of at one sitting. There is less chance of finding busy lines or people being away from their desk early in the morning or late in the afternoon. Plan meetings for the beginning or close of the day and not in the midst of the work periods. Write out the list of things to discuss at each meeting. Plan things so that you can work on or think about while you're in transit or waiting around. Have material to read or other constructive work handy for odd moments that inevitably crop up. Tip number 6 is the best way to stop wasting your life is to plan your time. Plan tomorrow tonight. Don't wait for tomorrow morning. Virtually everyone goes to bed at a different time each night, but as a rule, get up at the same time every morning. Set your alarm clock back 1 hour and you will gain 9 40-hour weeks each year. So Walter Raleigh, who built the great tobacco empire, was asked how he accomplished so much in such a short time. Raleigh replied, "Where there is anything to do, I start it." Don't look at a thing, start it. Don't imagine that it's too difficult, start it. Don't put it off for another day, start it. Don't look for someone else to do it, start it. Don't start half-heartedly, put everything you can muster into your start. Don't pretend that you must think it over, start it. It can't be done, but with a forceful start, you can do it. You have probably done things throughout your life without using this extra force at the start. Think how much more you could achieve by making an enthusiastic start at each task every morning. Many of the world's great producers have had excuses for not getting things done, but they have ignored the excuses and have produced. They have not had an easy chair state of mind. They have had ailments galore. They have been spared, but they have been spared that combination which is fatal to producing dropsy and heart trouble, dropping into an easy chair and not having the heart to get out of it. They have produced regardless. Because they are professionals, and a pro is at their best regardless. Get up early and follow Raleigh's advice. Work for satisfaction. Do not be distracted by the know-it-all who is behind on his installment payments. The person who is doing his best today is truly alive. Think of Getty, a person who did his best yesterday is stagnant. I can make enough money as it is an alibi of those who imagine that people should work for money instead of satisfaction. We have the power to create, and every thought will create something. Be mindful of our thoughts and as they create our environment. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. As I said, be mindful of our thoughts because they create our environment. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Let there be life. Let there be life. Let there be growth. Let there be peace. Let there be joy. Let there be love. Let there be hope. Let there be understanding. Let there be success. Let there be a vibrant today that pushes you into a greater tomorrow, and let your mind continue to be on good things, on powerful, on things that allow you to be powerful, so you can continue to walk in your meant to be and be the man or woman that you're supposed to be, and continue to excel the way that you desire to excel. Let there be life. This is Coach Vic. God bless you. Have a good day and have a life-filled day. Coach Vic, finding your 40, and I'm out.